What's up, everybody? It's Matt from Morning Hookah hanging out with you. Welcome to the Morning Hookah Show. I am the host of this adventure. You can call me Matt. I've been around the block as a personality host of the Morning Hookah Show, and I'm lucky enough not to have to do this show alone because I have with me some amazing guests. I'm very excited. There are people that are very familiar with the show, obviously. They've been around the block for a long time, and many of them have hung out with me on the show multiple times through many iterations of this show, in fact. So I'm excited to welcome to the table Mr. Bracken Cox and Paul Silau. I don't know why I couldn't say that word this early in the morning. And before I go through the introductions and introducing everybody, I got to say I apologize to Paul because I turned on the camera this morning in getting ready for the show, and Paul just stares at me dead in the eyes into the camera and just looks at me, and he's like, Matt, what have we agreed to by doing this show this early? But Paul agreed to it, I just want to say. Paul said that he was fine with this, so it's on Paul. But Paul, thank you so much for hanging out with us this morning. How are you doing, man?
I just woke up. Good morning, everybody.
You getting your bowl
This is
ready?
my sexy morning voice. I kind of like it. How do I sound? YouTube.
Very, very nice. Very nice. I messed up my cameras. I had my Paul camera bring up Bracken, so I got to switch you guys around real quick. There we go. Now I got it set up correctly. So Paul, while you're getting your bowl ready right now, we'll see what Bracken is up to. Mr. Brack Daddy,
This is
Mr.
gonna be
Brack
a
Daddy
while, Matt.
Cox,
I'm packing a
Mr.
bowl. This is gonna be a while. We might be done with the show by the time this thing gets started.
Mr. Cox with the socks. How are you doing, man?
Good, Matt. How you doing? How you doing this morning?
I'm doing good. I'm hanging out, just trying to relax and get set up in the flow of things. We have a really fun show planned today. We're going to be doing some really fun stuff. We're going to be talking about the After Hours event that's going to be happening on October 14th, correct?
Friday night.
Friday night in Las Vegas. It's going to
Oh,
start
yeah.
about 9 p.m. We're going to go over all the details, obviously.
All of them.
All of them. While we hang out and while we wait for Paul to finish packing his bowl, let's ask Paul first, I guess, because he's in the middle of doing his bowl right now. What are you packing at the moment in your beautiful 1010 tentacle bowl?
Must have orange team
All by itself, not a
Must
mix.
all by itself. I
It's a
messed
new
up by
addition to the
buying.
U.S. market.
Yeah, by buying one can of this. I need to buy like a kilo of it. It is absolutely my favorite orange flavor at this moment in time.
Wow, that's
It
pretty
tastes
nice.
like Tang, like the Tang powder.
Mm-hmm.
What's the name of the
Really
flavor?
orange team.
Orange
Is it better
team.
than Barbie Orange?
It's very similar to, but Barbie orange is so hard to get that
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, I went to California for the Shisha meetup that just happened this last weekend, and
Oh,
I
You
had
guys said?
I had a couple of goals that I wanted to make sure to achieve while I was in California because obviously I don't make it there very often. So I wanted to go to a couple of places for sure. First off, good morning, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us. I see Gene in the chat. Diamond Roberts, how are you doing? Hope you're doing
oh
well.
shit, Diamond Roberts.
Send our love to Kenneth and to Maggie. Hope you guys are all doing well.
Yep,
Good
tell 'em
morning, Dan.
congratulations on the
Always
baby.
nice to see you as well. And then we're also live in Facebook as well. I don't see anybody. Somebody's watching, but I don't see anybody chatting yet. So say good morning if you're hanging out with us. I went to California for the Shisha meetup, and it was a really fun time. But I had some goals that I wanted to make sure to achieve while I was in California, since I don't make it there very often. One of those goals was to go to 5-star because I've been ordering from 5-star for years, for decades near, and I really wanted to make sure that I made it down to 5-star to go in there, and it was really fun. I went down there, and as soon as I walked in and I saw all that must have on the wall, I originally had the expectation of not actually buying anything when I went in there, which obviously I was lying to myself because the moment I saw all that must have right there on the wall, I had to. I absolutely had to. So I had to pick me up some cranberries, some Pinkman, some Milky Rice, and some unicorn treats. I had to because I was going to buy it anyways. So at least save on the shipping, right? That's the way that
The-
I see it,
That's
at
right.
least.
The first time, Matt, that I ever had Pinkman, I had it with you.
That was my other California trip when me and you
That's right.
went to Neve and Ron's lounge during their close down event. That was the first time we tried Pinkman. That was a lot of
That's the
fun.
first time must have our must have cherries that were both popped at the same day.
At the same time
Same
with
bowl.
Pinkman Pop Tart cherries.
You're my
Same time. You guys did it together.
we
You
did it
guys are
together.
you guys are bull buddies.
Bull Brothers.
That's right.
Bull
Bull
Brothers.
Brothers.
I don't ever
that's-
want to say that again.
That gets pretty fast.
Yeah, that's you got to thank Jack Castamanian for that.
Yes, we do. We absolutely
He
have to
put
thank Jack.
on, man.
He brought us some really
Yeah.
good stuff.
He brought us some really nice stuff.
He's
What
your
ab-
must-have pimp. There you go.
what about
That's right.
what about you, Mr. Bracken? What are you smoking this early morning?
Today I've got Dark Side Sweet Comet.
Ooh, oh my god, that's so good.
I was wrong about Sweet Comet. I thought that was the cheesecake flavor. That's Gonzo cake. That's the name of. That's the one I was
Gonzo cake.
thinking of. What is your flavors in Sweet Comet?
Well, it's like a cranberry banana flavor. It's like very light on the banana. It's really just sweet.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say it's like the cranberry is not as strong as a cranberry you'd get in like the Eclipse one, where that's like cranberry cocktail.
Mhm.
It's not like super tart, but it's got that sweetness, and then the bananas are there, kind of just like that like smooth banana flow that you get, but nothing like banana papa. I bet this would mix really well with banana papa though.
Oh wow, that looks nice on top of that, Paul. That looks very very
That is
nice.
One of my favorite
Yeah,
HMDs.
that cloud.
Oh, I'm using the Mosaic Halo.
Ooh,
Oh, that
yeah.
was really good.
I
I'm
love
keeping
that
it-
HMD.
I'm keeping old school with the Provost. I'm doing the Provost with 3 of the Prestige Jumbo Flats. Thank you so much to Prestige. They are the proud sponsor of the Morning Hookah Show. They are the coals that keep our bowls smoking hot. Appreciate them so much. If you've never tried Prestige, I highly recommend the Jumbo Flats. They have cubes as well. No matter what you do, if you get yourself some Prestige charcoal, you're going to be having yourself a really good session in time. Thank you to Prestige for sponsoring the Morning Hookah Show. Appreciate them so much. They keep our bowls smoking hot, and I appreciate that. So I'm smoking. I guess I should say what I'm smoking. I was going to smoke some Tisha. I picked up down.
Tisha.
Yeah, Tisha.
Oh, that's
The new.
Yeah, and I have
pineapple.
so
Pineapple.
I haven't tried pineapple yet, but I have the whole line of it, and I tried yesterday. I worked from home for the first time in a long time, so I had an opportunity to kind of hang out and smoke at home for a little bit. And I wanted something obviously very light and not to get me any bogged down, especially early in the morning. I had a meeting and stuff, so I was like, oh, this is a perfect time to try this Tisha out and really kind of break it in a little bit and see how I feel about it. So I tried the 2 for 10, which is their double apple flavor, and I tried their mint. And I mixed those two together, and I have to say, I was really impressed by this Tisha blend of alternative, because we've all experienced alternatives in the past and stuff. And I think one of the big things that I've always noticed is there's this really lightness to the body of smoking alternatives to tobacco for hookah. And the one thing that was so impressive about this Tisha was the fact that it had like a full body, which was just so surprising. Bracken, have you had any experience with this Tisha yet?
I have not, but I'm very excited to get my lungs on some at Expo weekend. I want to try it out. I want to buy some. I probably will. If I don't get to try it at Expo, then I'll just buy some. But
I'll bring it with me so that you have the opportunity to try it at the house and stuff like that for sure. So you know which ones, if you
Sure.
want to get some for yourself, you know which ones you want to get and stuff for sure.
okay,
They have a good variety of flavors too. That's the cool part about it. It's not just like 5 or 6. It's like
I love
Well,
the guys behind the brand, so
8?
I'll support them.
Yeah.
Because
All day.
yeah, George is behind this brand. They're doing some really cool things with it. They have everything from like horchata to pineapple, as Paul has mentioned and really likes. Paul, you tried it at TSM as well. What were your thoughts about it?
I really like the pineapple. Like I really like the pineapple.
so safe to say, Paul recommends
I
pineapple.
really like the pineapple.
Any other thoughts about the feeling of smoking it?
He really likes
Um,
it.
So I have a very opinionated
Opinion?
thing about tea shishas, right?
Mm.
I've tried a lot of them, about a lot of the herbal stuff and everything else. The one thing I always look for is heaviness of the smoke. Does it feel like I'm smoking maybe a blonde leaf tobacco? And A lot of them, they don't give me that, right? Sometimes it's wispy clouds. The flavor's there, but I don't get the clouds. I don't get the heaviness of the thing that I'm looking for
The full
when
body.
I'm smoking an alternative. There's a couple of brands that have done it and brought me there. Uh, Brusco, the Russian brand,
I
being one
tried
of
that.
them.
I want to try that.
But Brusco has a nicotine additive in there, so you can feel the buzz and you can feel the heaviness because of that. So it really like tricks you. The other one is Tisha. I felt like I was smoking Tangiers.
Yeah, it really
Really,
is
Like
very similar. It really is.
minus
It's
the buzz.
minus the buzz.
no buzz at all. Absolutely no buzz, which is very nice, especially
And you
early
don't
in the
run to the
morning and stuff.
bathroom after 15 minutes.
Yeah, yeah, um, yeah. I just realized I was gonna tell everyone what I was smoking, and then I instantly went on a tangent about what it is that I'd already had smoked.
What are you smoking, Matt?
So what I'm actually smoking, and I went through my flavors and I was like, which one of these do I want to smoke? And today there's only one flavor that I have to be smoking. I have to smoke Eric's Mango, the new flavor from Tangiers Club US. I drove 800 miles to try this flavor, and I was able to bring some home with me. And I'm so happy. I've really enjoyed this flavor a lot. It's a very good mango flavor. And I mixed it with Empire Mint. Empire Mint is a specialty flavor that you can only get from hookahvault.com. And it's a really interesting flavor. So this is a mint flavor mixed with lavender, mixed with cucumber. It's lavender, cucumber, mint. And the mixture of those three flavors together almost creates this like almost creamy sensation with the mint in there, the peppermint from cane mint and stuff, and they just mesh so well together. And this goes really good with this mango flavor. I also smoked it with pear watermelon and Empire Mint was fire, very very good. Neve is in the chat. How's it going, Neve? Hope you're doing well. Ask Bracken to do a Tisha rap.
Nope, that's not a thing yet.
It should be. It should be.
We're in talks. We're in talks.
Diamond Roberts says, I've been in a rut for flavors recently. Anything big to suggest? That's a good question.
Diamond, welcome to my TED Talk.
Let's all do a quick what's one flavor that we can get easily here in the US, because it'd be easy to talk about. I love WTO and stuff like that, obviously dark side and stuff like that. Let's talk about one flavor in the easy to get range of tobacco real quick, and let's do a suggestion. Each of us do one of them. I'll
Just one?
just
One,
I mean
just
one
one,
or
Paul.
Like
yeah, one or two. I mean, just a couple flavors. I mean, if
Okay.
we all do one, that's three. If we all do two, that's six. I mean, it adds up real fast, obviously.
yeah.
I'm gonna say Empire Mint. It's a really good flavor. It's something different on the market, and I really think that it's enjoyable. And I know that Diamond is a mint guy. He enjoys mints and stuff. So Empire Mint, like I said, you can get it over at hookahvault.com. So I highly recommend going and checking them out. Plus, if you're already there, you can get all the other Tangiers flavors there too. So get Empire Mint. I think it's really good. That's my suggestion. That's the one that I'm going to recommend real quick. What about you, Bracken? What's a flavor that you would recommend?
Recently, I have been diving into the Azure Black line. Previously, just I never got into it. But Orange My Guava, it's really good. Really good. I enjoyed mixing it. There's the Cactus Blast flavor mixes well with it. But that Orange My Guava, when I packed it for the first time, really kind of satiated all those like delicious notes I was looking for. It's bright. I mean, it is a dark line. I mean, I'm sure you can get it in their blonde. I haven't tried it in the blonde, so I'm not sure what the differences are. But yeah, it has that like kind of like that fruity creaminess that you get from the guava. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking about? That like
Mm-hmm.
mouthfeel. But then the orange flavoring is very nice as well. So
In the
definitely
blonde line, it has a much more brighter taste to it. A much more brighter, I feel. But yeah, very good in the gold line or the black line for sure.
yeah.
What about you, Paul? What's a flavor that you would recommend for Diamond or anybody listening?
Okay. So I'm a very seasonal type person when it comes to smoking. And I do like the seasonal flavors. So one of my first ones is an old, I guess it's not old, but it is one of those staples in the fall for me and the holiday season. Azure apple cider.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I love bringing that back, especially in this time of the year when it's like fall season, October. Like it really like the aromas of apple cider um allows me to kind of like sink into the season. Um, Another one is, while must have is available, uh, Orange Team. I just discovered it myself. Really good. Highly recommended.
5starhookah.com.
5-star hookah, Sky Hookah
Sky,
distribution,
yeah.
baby. The other one is sour watermelon. Right, sour watermelon was so hard to get before.
Mm-hmm.
Right, who has
But
it? Like it's available right now. A Hookah Vault. Like,
Hookah Vault.
get
Yep.
it while you can. I guess. Like it's good. Sour watermelon is one of my absolute favorite Tangiers flavors, and I used to stock it. I used to stock a lot of it whenever it was available. I would buy a kilo, 2 kilos, and just keep it in the cupboard.
I said one flavor and Paul instantly does 3. You notice that,
What?
Bracken? Did you notice that?
Yeah. Okay. I have more.
There's so many good flavors, obviously.
There is a lot.
In the chat, Neve says pear watermelon, which is a fantastic flavor. If you've never
Ooh,
had,
that
I
one's
think
good
that's a hidden
too.
gem, in my opinion, in Tangiers' line. I love pear watermelon. Um, Diamond says Matt got me hooked on Static Starlight for a while. Well, good, because that's the best flavor. No lime in there at all, actually. No lemon, my mistake, or no lime. Either one of those. There's neither of those are in there. So yeah, that's a fantastic flavor, Static Starlight. Azor, I got one more from Azor since we're doing this, and you can say another one too, Bracken. But if anybody hasn't tried Persian Rose, and
Oh
if
yeah.
so, Diamond Roberts, if you like Static Starlight, I'm telling you, and this says a lot for me because everyone knows how much I love Static Starlight. Persian Rose is a flavor that's damn near close to overtopping Static Starlight as my favorite flavor because Persian Rose is pomegranate and rose, and they do some magical things together inside your mouth. Take that however you want to. It's really good. I'm a big fan of Persian Rose. Pomegranate and rose together just it hits it out of the park, and the flavoring that they're doing for pomegranate from Azor is really good. The pomegranate all by itself from Azor is very good as well. But yeah, the Persian Rose is just absolutely fantastic. What about you,
You're a
Bracken? You got
really big
another?
fan of the rose
Florals.
flavors.
Yeah.
You,
I
if you
like.
had to pick a flavor for Matt, it would be a variant of fruit and some subtlety of floral note.
I think that you know what when
Have
you
you
get.
tried Space Lychee yet?
I have tried Space from Must Have.
Yeah.
I don't pick up the
Or
rose.
space flavor.
Yeah, I don't pick up the rose flavor inside of Space. I've had Space twice. I've ordered it 2 times, and I don't ever really get the rose flavoring as much as I do the lychee flavor. To me,
How are you packing it?
I've done it all the ways. I've done it the fluff way with HMD, and I've done it my normal way
Okay.
with
That's the
Provost
way I
and
get
stuff.
it the most.
Do you?
Mm.
I never pick it up all that much. The lychee's so strong in that's the main thing that I taste is that for sure.
Yeah.
And what about you?
Have you tried an old classic?
Oh,
It was Roman Straight Rose.
oh no, I remember talking to you about that back in the day. I
Yeah.
remember conversations about that one. I remember how much you used to enjoy that. What about
That
you,
one was
Bracken?
good.
Do you have any other last minute recommendations that you'd shout out?
Um, we just need to figure out how to get Dark Side in the States, and I'll be happy.
Agreed with
I
that.
haven't. I really haven't dived too much into the must-have bucket.
You should.
Yeah, I probably will. I'm always a slow adopter. It's just kind of like I wait till everybody smokes it for a while, and then if it sticks around and there's still hype after 6 months
Agreed.
to a year,
Mm-hmm.
then I'm on board.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe that's a flaw, but whatever.
It's a good
I
way to
like
find
the
out if flavors have longevity and brands have longevity. I mean, everyone was talking about cookies for a little while, but that died down very quickly, which I think says more about that than it does anybody else smoking it and stuff. So I think that it's a good idea to wait to see. Is Element, for instance, I feel like Element had a really big hype train for a while, but I feel like they've stuck around a pretty good amount of time too.
They
Like
stuck
people
around
still.
really good.
okay Element Enzo.
Okay, what's that one?
It's their
Watermelon.
it's like a
mix.
watermelon mix, but it's not like a candy. So it's pleasant and it mixes really well with their cola, which you think watermelon cola.
Sounds interesting.
That doesn't sound right on paper, but then
Mhm.
when you mix them, you realize, okay, it's not like a Jolly Rancher candy watermelon, um, but it's nice. I enjoy it.
Very interesting.
It's not too sweet either. So
So So we do got a couple people in the
Oh,
chat over on Facebook.
did you see Diamond's favorite mix? He has the Cuba Libre. I love that. That one's a good
Oh,
flavor.
he likes.
He's
Let's see,
so it's
favorite
Azure
mixes.
Cola and
Huh?
Eternal Smoke Lime Lit, which is a
Oh,
Cuba Libre.
ooh, very
Yeah,
tasty.
that was good.
We do have a couple people chatting over in Facebook. It looks like Andrew stopped by to say hello, as well as James. How are you guys doing? Hope you're doing well. Andrew says there were Esca Bowl brothers. Esca Bowl brothers. Instead of
Esca Bowl
Eskimo brothers, Esca Bowl
That's
brothers.
gross.
That is
Yeah,
very.
yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
not. That's not good at all.
You should probably just go with funnel buddies.
Funnel buddies.
Sorry, this got real bad.
Can I tell you a new term that I learned this weekend?
Huh?
Hey,
What?
Or this past weekend, I should say.
What?
We
2 for
coined
10?
it.
Huh?
Yeah, we coined it. We coined it. So you know how you have a mouth tip, right?
Okay.
And you have your tip, your mouth tip, or you have the hose, and then you have your mouth tip, right? I didn't know there was a term for putting your hose or putting your mouth tip in the hose.
I
Like
didn't
this.
either.
You know what it's called? Docking.
nope, that's not what that is.
That's what they said. That's what somebody said. Hey, docking.
Let's end
is,
That
Let's not do
that
that.
is a
what is
different
that?
term. I'll tell you
I don't
off
know
air.
what.
I'll
Huh?
tell you off air.
Okay. Well,
No.
that's what I'm gonna call it. So
You shouldn't.
it's kind of cool.
No,
It's not.
No?
It's not.
I'll tell you what it means after, and you won't.
Oh, okay. Neeb taught me.
Well, that's funny.
Yeah, Neeb said, "Hey, that's like." She was like, "Why don't you like that's called docking?" And I was like, "Oh, that's a new one. That's cool."
What's
didn't know
up,
there was a
Go
term for that.
3? What's up, Go 3 from Pakistan? He says, "Hello from Pakistan. How are you all doing? We're doing well. We're doing well."
Is it Goose?
I don't know who it is. It's Go 3.
GOOS3? Goose?
Yeah, Go 3.
There's no S.
There's no S.
Yes,
Go
there is.
3. Go 3.
It's
Oh,
Goose.
Oh,
Is there an S? Oh, there is an
yeah,
S.
it is goose.
Wow.
There's an S.
There is an S. Wow, I got terrible eyesight. Eddie, Eddie, says Exo is watermelon, strawberry, and lemon finish.
Eddie, you're such a nerd.
Thanks, Eddie.
Eddie, the true mixologist. Let's be honest.
Yeah,
Him and Paul. Okay, so
Nope.
let's get into a little bit of the show, a little bit into the nitty gritty of what we're doing here today. So we were talking on Thursday, myself and a bunch of people from Hookah University that are putting on this extravagant, amazing, fun, exciting, I don't know any other adjectives without sounding repetitive, event that's going to be happening on October 14th in Las Vegas.
Yes.
Let's have one of you guys take it away a little bit. I want to ask, what is this event in a nutshell? So, Paul, if you don't mind, could you kind of give us the rundown? What is the after hours event happening in Vegas on October 14th? You can get tickets right now. Head on over to hookah-university.com. Hookah-university.com. You can get tickets right now. They're $50, and there's a lot of other fun stuff about getting a ticket early before October 1st. But let's go ahead and start simply. Paul, what is the after hours event in a nutshell?
It is a meetup, a nice evening meetup post a big event. Right? That's it. It's a nice meetup amongst friends post the big event, which is Expo. Right? You have the Expo during the daytime. You go there, look at all the exhibitors, talk to all your friends, and then, well, you're in Las Vegas. What do you do? Right? Do you go out to a club? Do you go out and eat? Maybe you want to do a little bit of both and be like, man, but I really want to emphasize being part of this hookah community. Well, we have the event. The event is that you go there, you meet everybody, you're probably going to meet everybody else that you met during the day, but in a more relaxed environment. Hookahs will be provided, of course. Food will be provided. Drinks will be provided. Enjoy the night, sit down for a couple hours, take a dip in the pool if you want. Talk to some of your friends, take some pictures.
There will be a pool there?
Yeah, get together with a bunch of enthusiasts, get together with some of the brands. The brands will be a lot more laid back because they're not going to be in work mode. So you get to sit down and talk to them. And then call it a night and then recycle and redo it again the next day because the hookah battle's on Saturday, baby. Let's go.
And not only is this going to be a fun time to enjoy the evening, but this is going to last it starts at 9 o'clock, correct?
That's correct.
So it starts at 9 o'clock. So anybody leaving the expo afterwards and is looking for something to do in Vegas, you can go get food, go hang out, get something as a meal and stuff like that, because you're going to want to hang out and use all that energy at the after hours event because it's going to go until 2 o'clock in the morning. Or 1 o'clock, I think, 2 o'clock in the morning. Final call is going to be somewhere around like 12:30. Get your last hookah, hang out for the last little bit and stuff like that. There's going to be people that are packing bowls for you, but there's also going to be a bowl packing area that you can bring your own hookah and enjoy the evening however you so fit want to. There will also be hookahs there that you can enjoy. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Bracken, but one of the most exciting things about going on like events and stuff like that and smoking with other people is you get to try so many different pipes. Like it's always really cool because I have this, finite amount of pipes that I have. I have, more than maybe some, not as many as Paul, for instance, but I have a good variety of them. But there's still many things in my collection that I don't have. So it's kind of fun and exciting to smoke other people's pipes that they're bringing with them because they have a whole host of different ones. And you get to try all these different types of hookahs that you may not have tried before. I think that's a cool part about
Yeah.
meetups. What about you?
My favorite part is the same realm, right? Like I live in my house and I don't hang out with Paul in person. He's all the way in California. You're all the way in Idaho, right? I see you smoke. We talk about smoke, talk about flavors. But when we get to these hangouts, we get to hang out with other people who love this hobby. I get to try how you pack a bowl, and I get to see, because I like to pack bowls the best way possible. And if that's not the way I'm doing it, and I can learn the best way to do it by watching someone do something maybe different. Maybe they use a different coal style. They pack a little different, pack a little lighter, pack a little heavier, whatever it is, right? It's really cool to get to experience that because you may hit a bowl that's like the hottest thing you've ever smoked, and you're like, oh my gosh, that person's a fire breather. Or you get to hit a pipe that's like, wow, that's the most intense flavor I've ever smoked ever. How do they do that? And so then you get to just like nerd out, be a hookah person, and then also it's just fun to get to sit down and talk to people about life. Hookah's a inherently social thing. We want to sit around the pipe together and share life and share experiences, pass the hose and have some fun. So for me, it's like kind of everything you said plus some.
Speaking of fire breathers, I found out recently we have a friend. His name's Larry, and he smokes the absolute hottest. We have another friend. His name's Chris, and he used to smoke what I thought was the hottest. Okay, but then I met Larry, and Larry literally is a fire breather. And the reason why I learned why he did this, though, he does it because he doesn't want anyone else to smoke his bowl. And if he makes it so hot that only he can enjoy it, then he is the only one that will be smoking it. And that's how he runs his bowls. It's so hot so that only he's the one that's enjoying it. I thought that was funny to learn. Caleb just stopped by in the Facebook chat. How are you doing, Caleb? Hope you're doing well. I pack bowls every hookah podcast ever. I don't know what that means, but okay. Anyways, so yeah, there's lots of fun things on the docket. Obviously, there is. So your ticket is $50 to get into the event. You get them over at hookah-university.com. What does
Mhm.
that $50 ticket get you, Bracken?
So yeah, we're throwing a party. We're trying to upscale it just a little bit from our parties in the past, and so in order to do so, we went out and we brought in a bunch of really cool sponsors to help us, throw this awesome event. And we just needed that little extra bit of help to make sure that this party was what we wanted it to be. So when you show up, we're going to, you're going to have your ticket that you purchased. And when you come in, there's going to be a photo opportunity there with all of our sponsors on a big press wall. You're going to have the opportunity to experience flavors and shishas from all of our sponsors, Coles from our sponsors, I say at no cost to you, but after you get through the door, right? These products are available for you to smoke and try at the event. We're collaborating with one of our moderators, Sally. She's putting together a really cool kind of catering thing going on. So it's going to be some charcuteries and some high end hors d'oeuvres there. So eat before you come if you're hungry. But there's definitely going to be some snacks so that you can keep the party going all night.
Finger
We're also
foods.
going to have it's going to be just hors d'oeuvres and social, kind of like social bites. You're also going to have access to our mansion that we're partying in. There's going to be a pool there. There's an outdoor seating. There's indoor areas. It's going to be a really cool vibe. Also, we're gonna have a bar there, so everyone, it's 21 up to enter. So while you're there, you get to eat, you get to smoke, but also we're going to have some beer, some wine, uh, and some spirits there. So it is, those are going to be available to you with your ticket. I think everybody's going to get a couple free drinks
Yeah, the ticket
from
comes with
our
2 drinks or
bartender.
something like that, I believe. Yeah.
Yes, exactly, exactly. And so, basically, we're going to provide everything you need to have a good time, except for your presence. So we're inviting everybody to come hang out with us and enjoy these after hours moments with us. And there's also a potential for kind of like a party favor on the way out, where we're working the details out with that there. So it's going to be a really good time, and we wanted to provide a good experience to everybody showing up, and so that's. I mean, there's a lot more. You have a lot of fun. You're going to make good memories. You'll be talking about this event with the people that you meet and hang out with for the rest of the year until we throw the next year's event, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, so yeah, you'll get with the $50 ticket, you'll get access to the event. Obviously, you'll have two drinks with it, I believe, if not more. I think that's still being worked out completely. And then there's also going to be, so the hookahs that are going to be there. That is all you can smoke, correct?
Yeah, so
Yes. Yep.
there's gonna be plenty of tobacco there.
Yeah. Pack your own bowls if
The
you want to, but there are
Yeah, there's
going
gonna
to
be a
be
station there
bowls
to,
there.
pack your bowls exactly. You know, we debated when we were planning this if we wanted to host it at a lounge or if we wanted to go with a commercial space, but we thought bringing it into this home setting is going to add a lot more. It's a lot more comfortable,
Hmm.
and so like Paul said, it's a really good opportunity to come hang out with not only your friends but all of the industry people that we have coming that are there to loosen their tie. They're not in work mode. They're there to hang out and have some fun. So it's a really cool opportunity to kind of experience that side of our community without it being so presentable and professional at a booth, sterile answers, and yes, no, here's sign up for our mailing list, things like that. It's like, hey, there's an open chair there next to someone I don't know. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to smoke hookah, I'm going to talk to them, and you find out, oh, that person's with this brand, that's cool, I didn't know they were cool, and now they're awesome. So then you kind of meet people that you wouldn't normally get to meet, hopefully.
It's always fun to have the conversations around hookah from the people that are a part of the industry that you can like sit down and actually talk to them. Now, if you get your ticket, hookah-university.com. I don't know if I've said that yet. Um, $50, but there's also something really cool that's happening if you buy your ticket before October 1st. This is pretty cool that you guys have helped put together with your sponsors. Paul, what is the deal if you get your ticket before October 1st?
Yeah. So GT Hookah and Hookah Partner said, "Hey, we want to throw something for the community to help to help with your event." And they were like, "Okay, we want to do some giveaways." And they basically are gonna give away 3 hookahs, right? An Agini, a Viral One, and a Simulation XP. So
Those are nice hookahs.
if you yeah, those are very nice hookahs. And if you buy your tickets before October 1st on our Instagram, we're gonna do a live event on the 3rd. And from that pool of names, we're gonna draw 3 winners from those pipes, and they'll get those pipes. So it's very nice of them to do. These are they're expensive gifts. So
Very much so.
and not just the pipe, right? It comes with a whole package. There's a bowl, there's a poker, there's some foil, there's a mouth tip that comes with it, all this other stuff. So
So
that's really cool of them, and it's a nice thing to give back to the community.
I got a question for you, and I don't mean to put you on blast, so I apologize
Sure.
because this is going to be kind of an off question a little bit for this. Let's say there's somebody hookahs, afros and hookahs. I don't know if you guys know him. He's a very cool guy. Does great content here on YouTube and stuff. If you have not checked out afros and hookahs, go and check him out. Very cool thumbnail for his last one. He just reviewed Blue Mist on his channel, and we all have a soft spot in our hearts for Blue Mist, the unofficial favorite flavor of the old school AM Hookah podcast. Isn't that right, Bracken?
It was your favorite flavor.
It's everybody's favorite flavor. Anyways, I don't think he's going to be able to make it. We were speaking about the expo and about going to Vegas in October, and I don't think he's going to be able to make it. Here's my question. Let's say he wanted to buy a ticket because he wants to get in on this raffle because he sees the possibility of getting, a really cool gift for $50 for a raffle prize possibly, but he knows that he's not going to be able to make it. Is it all right if somebody who's not going to make it to the event buys a ticket to enter the raffle? Is that okay? And like I said, I don't mean to put you on blast. I know it's kind of like an out there question. If you guys need to discuss it before you give an answer, I totally understand that. I do not mean to throw you on the spotlight for that.
To be honest, I mean that's their money, right? In order to enter for this giveaway, that's one of the stipulations for it. Um, if that's what they want to do to get a chance to win one of the hookahs, that's totally okay. And then if he says, "Okay, I'm going to give my ticket away to somebody else in the group or whatever else," that's cool too.
Now that would be
They
the
just
way
had
to
to be
do it.
21. They just had to be 21.
21.
Right?
21. To
But
be a
also,
part of the giveaway, it's US only too, though.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
but also no pressure. Like at Hookah University, we're planning out the next year of stuff, and there's definitely going to be more giveaways that we're going to be doing with our partners and our sponsors, and the goal is ultimately to do giveaways that don't require purchase to entry. Obviously, this one does because it's tied directly to an event as a promotional for this event. But if he wants to get involved in giveaways with Hookah University, just be a member of the page, follow us on Instagram, and keep your eyes open. There's definitely going to be more opportunities after the expo that we'll work on, and that's kind of something we want to do to give back to the community. But for this particular one, yeah, you do have to have that ticket purchase in order to enter.
Afros and Hookah, he says, Matt, get out of my head. No, I won't, because I'm just throwing it out there, Afros and Hookah. Okay, I'm not saying you have to. I'm not saying you got to. I just know that you may not be able to attend. Therefore, hey, maybe get yourself an opportunity. Just looking out for you. That's all I'm doing. I'm just looking out for you. Yeah, I think that's really cool, and that would be the play, in my opinion. If you win, if you pay $50, get a raffle ticket, and you win, give that ticket away to somebody that could use it. That'd be a really a big ups on you. The Hookologist just stopped by. How's it going, Tommy? Hope you're doing well. I heard Matt and Paul are going to do back-to-back flips and see who can do more. I mean, we were doing backflips before the broadcast started. Me and Paul, we were just kind of showing off to each other. I think Paul had a much prettier looking backflip than I did, but I think I did like one or two more backflips than he did. Tommy, you just never show up on time, and that's your problem. So
You missed it, yeah.
it was pretty cool. It was a pretty cool moment.
He did them sitting down.
I
which
just
was
popped into
very
Facebook.
impressive.
Caleb has a lot of questions, and he wants to know
Okay.
basically if Hookah University is profiting from our event.
Mhm.
Right? I'm going to address this.
Okay, cool.
No, we're not. All the proceeds from the ticket sales, everything else that goes on with the party goes directly into funding the event. This event is unlike anything that Hookah University has ever put out before, period. We have so much going on in this house, in this property, from agreements to the property owners and everybody else that's involved, to the vendors, to our sponsors, that everything goes back towards the party. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Hookah University takes zero profit from any of our events that we throw.
There's also going to be a raffle there at the event as well for a Regal hookah, I believe, correct? And that all the proceeds from that are going to go directly to nationalhookah.com, the Save Our Hookah, our hobby fund that they're working
Yeah,
on.
so that's a
diligently.
really cool collaboration that George from Regal, and Wayne with Resin Kings are putting together in conjunction for to benefit the NHCA. They're putting together some really cool kind of pairs, and so it's like Regals with matching handles. So keep your eyes open for those. I'm not sure if they're going to be at the expo or not, but it's a really cool opportunity to not only kind of get a really sweet setup, but also support the advocacy of what we do.
Very cool, a thing that they're putting on together. I didn't see any of the other questions. I saw him ask about a bar to cater. I believe there is going to be an open bar there. Obviously, the idea of the event is not to get sloppy drunk. You cannot drive to the event. That's another thing that we should point out as well. You need to get an Uber. You need to get a ride there because there is no parking. This is a residential this is a house at the end of the day and stuff. So like they don't have seating for 300 or 100 cars and stuff like that for parking and stuff. So you do need to get an Uber there. The idea is you should not be getting sloppy drunk at the event or anything. We want everyone to have a good time, obviously. Very important to have a good time, but not to get sloppy drunk. But there will be a bar that after you get your 2 drinks from the ticket, you will be able to get more drinks as well. Correct, Paul? Yeah, I believe so.
That's correct.
Neve,
Sorry, I was smoking.
no, you're fine. Neve in the Facebook chat says no one is paying for drinks. They are included in the ticket price for the 2. Is what about after you get the 2 drinks? I guess there may be a couple questions that we need to ask about that to Neve or to Sally or whoever's helping with the drink sponsorship that's going on there. Let's see. Is there another question over there that we can ask? If you notice any other questions over in Facebook, just say it again. If anybody else has a question about it or anything else, obviously just drop a question mark in front of it. Makes it easy to point out and see immediately. That way we can easily talk about it and stuff.
Yeah,
Let's see.
I'm excited for this event. There's a lot going on in the background, and a lot of things that we had to cross in order to do this, from negotiations with lawyers and everybody else. This is going to be it is something that I think is going to be memorable for the community. We did this the right way, so absolutely, super excited about it. I can't wait for you guys to see what we've done, and to experience the event that we're going to throw together. So like I'm stoked about it.
Mhm.
A lot of people were part of the committee for 4 months. I think we've been planning this thing almost all year.
I want to say
We
you guys have been
from yeah
you've been working on
from
this since at least the beginning, if not like March at least, getting everything set up and organized. The amount of work and effort you guys have been putting into this has been pretty major in a lot of ways. So Neve in the chat says that sorry, me and Sally have been talking. It sounds like the drinks will be included in the ticket price.
So
So
yeah, the ticket price will include some ticket vouchers, and so
yeah.
it's the idea is to have an event where people can relax and have fun, but it's not an open bar, so people we're not going to have people stumbling around and that kind of thing.
Looks like there's some stuff happening in the Facebook chat. If you want to keep an eye on that real quick, Paul, just to see if there's something that pops out in there that you want to direct or discuss. Caleb had a question about an event fund. I don't know what the whole ploy of that is necessarily. Event funds are created for events, so the fund for this event has been created and made for this event to happen. I don't know if university.
Correct.
I know you guys
That's right.
are working constantly with partners and with sponsors and with vendors to help garner giveaways and different things that happen throughout the community and stuff like that. But when it comes to event funds, the best way to usually do it is to create a fund for a said event and to deal with that one directly and not just have this a slush fund, if you will, or something that you work out of. You create a fund for the event, you use that for the event, and then you move on to the next event. That's usually how it's done.
That's
I've
exactly
noticed.
how it should work.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and we really wanted to make the opportunity so that our community could come up and have some fun with us. So we don't ask for donations. We're not asking for our events to be powered by our community. We really spent a lot of time talking to brands and reaching out and securing funding through people who have a business advantage in the community. They sell products. They sell us the things that we buy, and so we partner with them so that they can help us throw this community event. Obviously, we do have ticket sales, but that's kind of like that was our last. That was like the last little leg of the fund, right? So it's going to bring us just to where we need to be to throw the party, and it's it worked out really well. So we planned the perfect party, we budgeted it, and then we went out and we built our community around all of our sponsors being able to help us pay for it. So it's a
Yeah.
really cool opportunity because like the brands that are showing up at the after hours event are the brands that they want to be a part of our community. They want to make sure that we can power these events and really have a good time. And so it'll be a really cool showing. And the best way to support as a community member is just buy your ticket, show up, and have fun.
Yeah.
That's really all we're asking.
So in the chat, Goose, he just asked, I guess he showed up a little bit late. He wants to know what is inside of our bowl. So we're going to do a really quick bowl check real quick. So inside of my bowl, I'm smoking Eric's Mango from Tangiers Club US. This is one of the unreleased flavors that's hopefully going to be coming out soon with Empire Mint. Empire Mint is an exclusive flavor that you can get at hookahvault.com. Head on over to hookahvault.com and get yourself some Empire Mint. It's a very, very good flavor. It's cucumber, lavender, and mint. Really, really good. And it's meshing well with this mango flavor. Paul, what do you have in your bowl at the moment?
I must have orange team. Delicious orange notes. Tastes like Tang out of the powdered version. When you mix it with water and things like that.
And
It's good.
and
Love
Bracken,
it.
what do you have smoking in yours?
Dark Side Sweet Comet.
Dark Side Sweet Comets. We got some orange, we
Cranberry
got
banana.
some sweet, and we got some mango. We have a pretty tropical sounding bowl all together if we mix them all together with one
Yeah,
another.
maybe.
Serply, Griefing, and more. I know I didn't say any of that correctly. In the chat on YouTube says, does Doka smell stay in room like cigarettes if you smoke inside? Doka, which is, if anyone doesn't know, you smoke Doka out of something called a medwa. It's an Iranian green tobacco. You can get them in a couple of different variations. If you go to nirvana.com or doka.com or medwa.com, you can get them from Nirvana, Shisha. They also create hookah tobacco as well, but they create a lot of flavored doka. And if you smoke that in like a house and stuff like that, it will have a much more pungent smell that sticks much more aggressively than something like hookah tobacco does, where hookah kind of dissipates after a given amount of time, where doka does have a much stronger and stickier smell in comparison. I don't know if either of you have much.
Partially in play
experience.
because it is combustion.
Yes, you're combusting it exactly.
Yeah. If you're worried about lingering smells, just walk outside, hit your Doha, come back inside.
Yeah, and Doha, you smoke.
From
out
what
of a
I've
very small
seen
bowl.
of people smoking Doha, it's not like you sit on the couch and you chief it for an hour, right?
I mean, there's a couple people that probably would. I'm looking at you, Caleb. All
right.
of them. Kidding.
Well,
with you.
if you can handle that kind of nicotine, bravo to you.
Okay,
next
so
level for
yeah, if you guys have more questions, just drop them in the chat and stuff. Going back to the after hours event, they're $50 for the ticket. That includes a raffle possibility for a gift. 3 different hookahs that are going to be given away from GT Distributions and Hookah Partner. Those are the people that you've partnered up with for 3. And then it also comes with drink vouchers. There's going to be food all night. There's going to be like finger foods and stuff throughout. It's going to have tons of hookahs, all the different partners and stuff. So there's going to be a wide variety of tobacco there, obviously. Many different hookahs that are going to be there, but you can also bring your own hookah and you can pack your own bowls. There's going to be a bowl packing station. There's going to be a pool there as well. Any other fine details and information about the event that you want to go over about it, Paul or Bracken?
I think there's a water slide on the pool.
A water slide?
There's a grotto, like a little cave behind
What?
the waterfall.
What?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's a waterfall in the pool.
Yes.
We have a karaoke room.
Karaoke
vibes.
room?
Yeah.
Oh
All
my
the vibes.
gosh. Hobo Matt is gonna possibly make an appearance. Not crazy Hobo Matt, because this is not that kind of party. Not that kind of party. Okay. But I will definitely be in there singing karaoke for sure.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. I can't wait for you guys to see it. It was, man, the hours that we spent planning this thing was astronomical. I mean, it became a full-time job for some of us. There was a lot of high stress. There was a lot of angst about getting to the stage where we're at now. But I'm happy we're here. I'm excited to get it going.
Big shout out to all of our sponsors for making it happen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys killed it. Thank you guys so much for stepping up, for helping, for talking with us for
list.
all of these other months. For
On
all
our
these
website,
months.
we have all of our sponsors listed.
Hookah-university.com.
Yeah,
Yeah.
months and months of conversations. Thank you guys for putting up with us, for seeing the vision that we have for the community, and for giving us your input on the event that you guys wanted to throw. There was a lot of input from the vendors, from the sponsors, on how this thing should be run, and we took all of that into stride. We put it together in a nice little package for everyone, and our presentation's coming up on 10/14.
Yeah, so 10/14 it is going to be the Friday in October on the 14th, starting at 9 p.m. It's going to go until about 1:30 in the morning. It's going to be a lot of fun. I'm very excited for it. You guys are going to be showing up at Expo for a little while to say hello to everybody, but then you guys are going to be straight into work mode, straight into work mode, get everything set up and organized for it. So excited to be a part of this and hang out there. I'll be there. I will be hanging out for sure. I've tried to offer to work for these guys multiple times. They keep telling me no, but don't tell them. But I do plan on working. I will be there. I will get you coals if you need coals. I will help you in whatever way you need. So if you see me walking around and you need help with something, you just say, "Hey, Matt," and I'll come over and I'll help you. I don't mind at all. I want to make sure that everybody that comes and hangs out is going to have an amazing time. What's up, Mo? Just saw Mo showed up in the chat over here as well. Hope you're doing well. Is anybody smoking in the chat? If you guys are smoking, let us know what you're smoking. If you're not smoking but going to be smoking, what are you going to be smoking? Dan says that when he gets home from work, he has a half a kilo of Eternal Smoke watermelon lit, so he's going to mix that with some lime lit and smoke away. That sounds like a good bowl. Watermelon lit and lime lit, very good. Matt is literally a life. Oh, I just read what pops up. I didn't know that was going to be a compliment, but thank you, Neve. I appreciate that. I had a great time working with Neve at the Shisha meetup in California. It was a really fun event. It was a really good time. I have a full video vlog coming up on that. Hopefully this next week. That's my plan. It's going to be out and ready for everyone to watch. It's a very long video with a lot of stuff. And you know what I learned about doing that event, Paul?
Mhm.
That I never get enough footage. I never ever
That's true.
get enough footage. My God, I needed to record so much more. I have such a full video already, but I man, oh man, I wished I would have got
It's a
more footage.
very weird balance of wanting to be there at the moment and wanting to provide this content, because there's so much content that could be filmed, that could be photographed, that can be recorded in all of these events. But there's also a certain portion where you want to just be present and soak it in, right? And have those engagements and have those conversations. So it's a weird dance, and it's a weird balance. So and I'm the same way with you,
Yeah,
right? I looked at my phone at the end of the night and I was like, I forgot to do everything that I
I did.
was wanting to do.
I didn't take.
But
Oh,
but
yeah.
if I did that, I wouldn't have had the conversations that I had. I wouldn't have met the people that I had. And you know, it's just one of those things. I was like, do you regret not having those B rolls? A little bit, but at the same time, you cherish the memories and the conversations that you had so much more.
Um,
So
Afros and Hookah says that after work he'll be smoking Zomo white chocolate berry. Very cool. Something that you guys are doing for the event as well, which is really cool, is you're going to have somebody running content for it. You're going to have somebody taking pictures. You're going to have somebody taking video and stuff. So like, there's going to be a lot of ways to remember this from other people doing it, so you don't have to worry about that. There's going to be there's going to be somebody there taking pictures. There's going to be somebody there taking video, so that after the event is all said and done, there's going to be lots to remember and go over and stuff, which I think is a really cool thing that you guys are doing as well. I think that's a really good idea. If
yeah,
either of you
thanks,
want
man.
to comment on that at all.
Yes. Uh-huh.
Anyway,
Thanks, Matt.
so I think we've covered a lot of it. I think we've covered a lot of stuff about it. I want to make sure that everybody has a full understanding of what they're getting, why they should be getting their tickets nice and early. Get it, Afros and Hookah, $50. Possibility of getting a really cool raffle. You don't have to, but I'm going to keep reminding you until it happens. It just just a lot of fun stuff. $50. Possibility for there's 3 giveaways, not a possibility, but there is going to be 3 giveaways. It's a raffle ticket to get it, obviously. Showing
Yeah,
up
there
at
might
the
there.
event.
We're talking about doing one more post that week, so there might be another one.
So keep your eyes peeled. Obviously, following you guys on Instagram is a great way to find out information. Joining the Facebook group, I would say, is probably the best way to get the information immediately. You guys run Hookah University, one of the best Facebook groups in the entire world, in my opinion. I absolutely love it there. What are some fun things about Hookah University you guys want to share for a little while?
Go ahead, Bragan.
I mean, it's a great community for anything and everything hookah related. We've got over 6,000 members now. We're pushing 7, and we just did our 6K, banner contest that we did. So it'll be interesting to see how long it takes us to hit 7. But it's really cool to see the growth, and it's a really cool opportunity for people who smoke hookah, veteran to rookies, right? If you have questions about your pipe or where to get something or what something tastes like, or how do I pack this better, or just what's up, how's life? Hook University is a really cool community. We hang out on Discord. We have a group chat. We play video games together. People travel around the country together. They go on vacations together. People have, made lifelong friends through this community, and relationships within and without the hookah community alike that stand the test of time. And it's a really cool place. Obviously we self promote. It's our group. We love it, right? We're proud of what we built and what we maintain and what we're growing. and where we're going to be in the next year is really exciting. And so, we just want everybody to be a part of it. And, as long as you maintain, as long as you're cool and you play nice and share the sandbox with everybody, you're welcome. We love everybody to be there, but we protect our community, and we're proud of what we have.
So we do have a couple of questions that just rolled through. Eddie wants to know what time the event starts. The event starts at 9 p.m. and it goes until about 1:30. And then Neve says, "What are the pool hours? What are the pool hours?"
Well, the pool hours are the same hours as the event. If you want to show up and swim the whole time, you can. Obviously, if you're dripping wet, don't go in the house. But that kind of stands to be unspoken. Now that I've said it, it's not unspoken.
Yeah,
But yeah,
there's gonna be towels and stuff there. Plenty of bathrooms inside the house. I think there's like 9 bathrooms or something like that. It's crazy.
if you do plan on swimming, bring a towel just in case.
Oh yeah, for sure. If you're gonna swim, bring your own stuff. Be mindful of that, obviously. Um,
Right. We will release the dates and where the party is going to be at via an email to all the ticket holders, probably a couple days before the event.
if somebody shows up to Vegas and they were
Uh-huh.
unaware of this event for any reason, are they able to buy tickets at the event or right before the event? Is there a close off on when people are allowed to buy tickets?
They can
So,
buy tickets up to the event unless we sold out.
There
yeah,
is a finite cap of tickets that can be sold.
Yeah.
Okay.
yep.
Yep. For fire safety reasons and fire hazards, we need to have a capacity in the
Mhm.
house. So we talked to the property owners and looked it up with the fire code and all this other stuff. So we kept it at that.
The best place to know if tickets are available, hookah-university.com. Check out the page. If you can buy a ticket, they're still available. It's a really easy checkout process online. So if you want to come to the event, and let's say it's 8:30, you want to come to the event, you buy a ticket online, and then when you get your confirmation email, you'll get the details as well. So if you can buy a ticket online, there you go. Then that's how you know that they're still available.
And you definitely want to buy that ticket before October 1st. So Dan just said, as per usual, he's at work, so he missed a couple of things, and he asked if we could possibly repeat the point about Hookah Partner and GT Distributions about the giveaway that's happening if you buy a ticket before October 1st. So the cutoff for that is October 1st. Buy your ticket before October 1st. There are 3 hookahs that are going to be part of a raffle for a giveaway that you will be entered into if you buy your tickets before October 1st, correct?
That's correct. And the bet, and if you're watching this after the fact and you're still questioning some details on that, go check out our Instagram. We have a post that we have on our page. It is the most recent post, I believe. And you can actually, there's a carousel, so you can swipe and look at what the giveaways are. If you don't know what the brand is or you're not familiar with the hookah type, you can swipe across, see what we're giving away. It's pretty exciting. And all of the details for how to enter that and what the rules are listed on there as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very, very
So
good.
Eddie asked, "What's the dress code?" I would say, I mean,
Ooh,
whatever you wore to Expo that day, and or business casual could be your dress code. Of course, if you're planning to take a dip in the pool and hang out there, you bring clothes to change into, um, and then you should be good to go. But just plan on having some fun, relaxing for the evening and hanging out with some friends and making new friends.
mhm, mhm.
Um, yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
Yep.
agree.
there's nothing strict about it. You know what I mean? Like
Justin just said hello in the
we're
chat.
we're not going to turn anybody away unless you come in naked or something. That's Charles. Like you know what I mean? Like it's going to be fine.
Might have a sneaky in the
Like
back door. No, no, no. I'm
yeah,
kidding.
yeah,
Don't come
yeah,
naked. Don't come naked.
yeah.
Justin
If
just
you're in
stopped by and
doubt,
said
just
hello.
look up business casual, run with that. If you don't
Uh,
know, if you're confused, business
Justin bought a
casual.
ticket. I saw him make a post about that in Hook University. Excited to see you. Hope you have a fun time
Yeah,
when we get
Justin,
out there.
thank
Oh,
you.
that being said, if
Yeah,
you've already purchased a ticket,
yeah.
you are automatically entered into the giveaway.
Oh, good
So
thing to point out. Yeah,
if
yeah.
you've already purchased your ticket, there have been quite a few people that have jumped on the train early prior to the announcement. They did not need an incentive, they just wanted to come. You're already entered, so congratulations. And there you go. Just check the Instagram page and make sure you are following us on Instagram, that you like the post, that you go follow GT, that you go follow all the brands that are sponsoring the giveaway. That way you can show them some love. Um, but you don't have to buy another ticket.
Unless you want to buy another
Unless you have a
ticket
friend
for
coming that
yeah, a
wants to
friend.
show
Yeah,
up. There you go.
exactly, exactly. Levant says, if I fly out to Vegas and tickets are sold out, I guess I would just gamble instead. Levant, you need to go get your ticket right now. If you're coming to Vegas, you need to, me and you've been talking for such a long time. You better come to Vegas, hang out at the event because it's going to be a great time. Plus, you get that opportunity to score yourself a pretty sweet giveaway possibility as well. It's going to be a great time. There's no reason not to be there. I have been involved with every single Hookah University thing that they have put on when it comes to these sorts of events and stuff like that. In Vegas, you guys have done stuff in Chicago, Miami. You guys have done stuff in New Orleans. You guys have done stuff in California. Like, you guys have traveled the entirety of the United States and you've done different events and you've had such great times. Everybody always enjoys them. This is a huge event that's going to be taking place for the after hours, and it's going to be a lot of fun. And it's going to be one of those times where we're going to be talking about this for the next year until the next one comes around and stuff. So, like,
Right.
everybody that
And
has the opportunity to get your ticket, go and get those tickets because you are definitely going to want to be a part of what is happening for this event. I promise you, you will not be disappointed in what the fun level is going to be at the after hours for sure.
yeah, from I think we've thrown an event from HEW onwards.
Yeah,
So every time there is a Hookah Expo worldwide, Hookah University has something going on after the show.
yeah.
Uh, in HEW3, it was really organic. People just kind of hung out and whatever Airbnb that we picked up. HEW3 was the same thing. Threw a huge house party. HEW 4.5, we brought it back to Oasis
Mhm.
and had a small event over there. Packed the house. It was great. And this time around, the with speaking with the vendors and everybody else, they wanted something big, right? They wanted something big. They wanted something professional. They wanted something well organized. And I think we're going to be able to bring it.
Diamond says HEW3 was amazing. It really was.
It
HEW3
really
was
was.
a
HEW3 was amazing.
once
So
it was
yeah,
so much fun.
Diamond, everything that we did on that event is this one, uh, with a lot more organization. And by I mean a lot, but I mean it like tenfold.
Now, Diamond, I believe you're still living back where you were prior to HEW3 and stuff like that. But Maggie and Kenneth have moved, I believe. Are there any chances that you guys will make it out? You guys going to come and hang out with us at HEW at Expo and stuff? You guys should, just saying. It'd be a lot of fun, Diamond. I'd love to see you again. It'd be a great time to hang out. And then you can buy a ticket at hookah-university.com. Go over there. Everybody go check out the website regardless. Go give them some fun clicks and traffic and stuff like that. So you can find out some more information and details there. Obviously, so much stuff is there as well when it comes to the information. Go to check out the Instagram page to get the fine details for the giveaway as well. I think that's about it. Unless there's something else that we want to touch on, unless there's any other questions in the chat. Still in Mississippi, sadly, is what Diamond says. Trying to move out to Los Amros for work, but it's a work in progress. All right, all right, all right. Well, I mean,
I hope
always a
that goes
good,
well for you, sir. It'd be good to
always,
see you regardless.
yeah, always a good trip if you can make it out there. That'd be a ton of fun. Yeah. So unless there's any other finer details you guys want to discuss or go over, all right. I think we're good.
Yeah,
Honestly,
not about the party. I mean, we're just thank you everybody for your support. Thank you for being a part of Duke University. Um, Thank you for getting us to 6,000 plus members. We're close to 7K now. You know,
6K feels like it was only like a month ago that it got hit,
it
and
kind
now
of
you
was.
guys are so close to 7,000. I do this traditional thing, and I think I started it at 4,000, maybe 5,000, where Hobo Matt makes an appearance whenever we hit a big milestone. So I'm just saying, once we hit 7,000, Hobo Matt will probably come out of retirement once again to say hello to everybody.
Right.
So
There
Yeah.
you go.
start
Yeah.
inviting
Thank you. Just yeah,
your
it's
friends and
amazing
family.
what the community wants. It's one of those philosophies that Hook University has. It's just like I don't know, like for the last year or so, I've been kind of reading a lot of self-help books, and one of the things that popped out was this phrase in Japanese called ikigai from Okinawa. And it's a culmination of four things, right? What you love, what you're good at, what the world needs, and what can you get paid for, right? And you take all of those together, and Hook University is right now the culmination of what the community needs, I think. Um, and it's also what we're really good at. Right. So all of our friends and all of our staff members, everybody, the committee did an outstanding job. Thank you guys for doing everything that you've done to make this happen. Thank you to sponsors that have you know bared with us these last, well, I mean, almost half a year of planning on our weekly calls, our weekly conversations, weekly messages, guiding us, teaching us on how to do something like this. So
Yeah.
hats out to everybody, man. You guys killed it.
Yes. Big thank you to all the sponsors. Big thank you to everyone that's going to be showing up and being there. Everyone that's already bought a ticket. Everybody that's going to buy a ticket. We appreciate you guys obviously so immensely. Thank you, Afros and Hookahs, for getting a ticket too. I think that that's a great show of love that you got that you done. It's great. Yeah, I can't wait for the event. It's right around the corner. It feels like it was so far for such a long time, and now it's right over the horizon. It's right there. I just did a trip to California. The Shisha meetup was a fantastic time. I think we should briefly talk about that, Paul, since me and you are both there. I think that I want other some people to know about the kind of event that the Shisha meetup was and kind of how it went down. It was a lot of fun. It was organized by Shisha with Neve. Neve in the chat right now. She did an amazing job of planning and organizing this to get all these different brands together to do basically like a gigantic. It was called a Shisha meetup, but it was also this like wonderful swap meet for all the different events and vendors that were there. Everybody had something for sale. There were so many different products. There was lots of giveaways, lots of goodies, obviously, and stuff like that. And it was held at this amazing event space, this lounge area with really good food there and stuff, obviously. But it was just a fantastic time. I had a really good time hosting the event and working with you. We did this really fun segment where Tito, Paul,
That's right. That's right.
showed
That was
up.
fun.
We took some bull shots, drank some strong drinks, Paul, and you
Oh
you
man,
taught us how to pack Fantasia. What were your thoughts about the
that's
Shisha
right.
meetup? How did you like it?
I love the Shisha meetup. Going to that event, Neve and George absolutely killed it. Right.
Yeah,
The beautiful garden setting. The weather was perfect. They had hookahs going everywhere. The people that came there just wanted to engage and really, create these strong ties with the community. We watched the Canelo fight. We watched the UFC event. Like there was so much going on. They had tables and chairs everywhere, and you're smoking under these, beautifully lush vegetation. Just the scenery and everything that they put together was absolutely beautiful. You got to engage with the brands that you never really engaged with, and I feel like all of the LA SoCal community showed up to this thing and just made it what it is, right? Like from lounges, there's one lounge, Palms in Huntington Beach. They closed down entirely for the day to be at this event. So all of their customers, all of their staff members, everybody was here just hanging out, talking to each other, talking about hookah, nerding out about hookah. And some of them aren't even involved in the enthusiast communities. They're just enthusiasts in their own rights, and being able to connect with them through that event was absolutely amazing. Like there was, man, the food was fantastic. We had tacos, we had agua frescas. Um,
and then we
Tangiers
smoke
had a
Aqua
showing.
Fresca as well.
That's right. Yeah, Tangiers had a showing. Got to try out the new pipe from Fumari, which smokes phenomenally, by the way. You
That's a
had
really cool pipe.
beautiful Regals on display. Uh, Man, it was amazing to see a brand like Fantasia, which they cater towards a majority of our new smokers and people that are lounge goers, right? To make it out to this event and be like, hey, yeah, we want to be a part of this hookah enthusiast community, and and show you guys love, and keep the hookah scene and going into the right trajectory. And it was so good to see the camaraderie that the hookah community has together, to put on these pop-up events, the Shisha meetup, to show support to Hookah University is really outstanding, right? It shows how much we can accomplish together if we stick together, right?
Agreed.
Hookah is an
Agreed.
endangered species right now, and national hookah community can tell you that. They're fighting legislations left and right, and these events are absolutely critical to bringing people together, enthusiasts, industry members, to everybody to the like. And the more people that we have, the more people that we have attending, supporting, and voicing their opinion that, hey, we want our community, our hobby to be around, is good for everyone. So
Speaking of
I
awesome Regals that you saw,
Yeah.
that we also have an upcoming um, Regal auction that we're going to be doing.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Paul, why don't you tell them about that?
Yeah. So George and Neve made us 5 Regals in collaboration with Resin Kings, um, to say, hey, we want to help. You know, we want to help with your event. And this is the way that we're going to be able to do it. And they made us these 5 gorgeous one-off custom Regals, custom resin Regals. So these are expensive,
So there's
right?
actually two
And
different things. One with Regal
right,
and Resin King, 5 of those that are paired with handles that are auctioning off for NHCA, but then there's also 5 other resin pipes that we're going to be doing an auction for on our website.
Oh,
yeah, and all
geez.
of that, all of that helps. Again, all the proceeds go towards the party and towards the event. Nuke University doesn't take any profit on this. It goes right back into what we put into the event. So, yeah, all of that stuff really helps out.
If you've been wanting
I
to
got to
get a
tell you, man,
sweet looking
these
Regal,
pipes,
your eyes
these
open.
pipes, these one-off Regals are beautiful. They're absolutely stunning.
The Regals
There's some
that
colorways
George is
that
doing a
I've
lot of
seen
interesting
on them.
things with Regals too now. So
Right.
like he's stepping away from doing. I mean, he still does the epoxy and he still does the different styles that you're kind of used to and stuff. But he's really diving into some really unique styles and stuff. So he's doing these like end pieces that he's doing like different shapes that you're not accustomed to seeing when it comes to Regals. He's also doing beautiful artwork. He teams up with this great artist and stuff. They had a Dragon Ball Z Regal. They had a Pokemon themed Regal. They had a Rick and Morty themed Regal that I think
Yeah,
was one of
Naruto
the
one.
best looking Regals I've ever seen. I'm so glad Brandon bought the Rick and Morty one because I was this close to buying that and then possibly facing a divorce from my wife when I came home. So I'm
Yeah,
so happy that he's the one that bought that.
I was looking at that Pokemon Regal, because it's just like a culmination of my childhood and then like my current adult hobby. And Larry ended up picking it up.
Yes, he did. He got
Larry
talked
picked it
into
up.
it.
And then the other one I was looking at was the Akatsuki Naruto one because I like anime.
Mhm.
And I was looking at it, I was like, man, if this is here at the end of the night, it turns out it got bought within like 45 minutes of me looking at it.
It
Like
was so
it was
good.
gone. It was gone. And there was some like one-off wood pieces that like you don't see. I don't
Mhm.
even know what if they named it some of these pieces. They're just like artesian regal pieces that you would never see anymore. And the lathe work and the woodwork and the detail that were put into those pieces were amazing.
It's
Um,
really awesome to see George diving into that bespoke aspect of
dude, it's
Regal.
crazy
For
how
so many years,
beautiful
we
these
thought, oh, the
these
Regals are
pipes were.
beautiful, but they were all the same form. We got used to it, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he just started dropping bombs, and they looked so good.
Bombs.
And they're it's such a fun way to get one-off pieces because these different shapes and these different structures and these different materials that he's using, he's only planning on doing these things each time that he does it. Like they're not these constant things that are going to go into rotation and stuff. It's the biggest reason why the Regal that I got at 4.5 is the one that I got. It's because this is a very special Regal to me, and it's my
That's right.
Regal, and I
Like,
just love that.
man, some of the burnt pieces that I saw were, I
Yeah.
mean, they're absolutely beautiful pieces of art. You just got to keep your eye out because there's so much fire coming out of the Regal barn, um, at this moment in time that it's just like you're gonna miss out the opportunity if you're not looking right now.
Yeah, yeah. The Shisha meetup was a fantastic time. I hope there's more of them in the future. I'd love to try to attend every single one of them. Obviously, Larry says I got the Pokemon. Brandon got the Rick and Morty. Yeah, you guys
That's
made
right.
off like
Yeah,
villains. Has that
I
has
don't
that
know who
gotten
got
to
that
you yet, Larry?
Akatsuki one, but
There was some really cool stuff. But I think that's going to do it for us here at Morning Hookah. Paul, Bracken, I appreciate you guys so much for coming and hanging out. Obviously, go to the Instagram page to find out all the information about the giveaway and all the other information happening around the world of the After Hours event. Go to the Facebook page. If you're not already part of it, join it. As soon as we hit 7,000, you're going to see Hobo Matt. And if you've ever heard any stories about Hobo Matt, then you know that that's not necessarily a good thing, but it's definitely a thing. If that,
that's definitely a thing. Yeah, that's definitely a thing.
it's
There's
definitely
a
a
lot
thing.
of what is it
I,
called?
I always
Inside
enjoy
jokes
it,
around that thing.
but
Yeah,
I don't deal with the repercussions that Matt does when he wakes up the next morning.
Oh
yeah.
man, every
That,
time I regret it.
that
That's why I only do
that
it
Four
once every
Roses, man.
7,000. But you guys need to slow down on these
Yeah.
milestones, okay? You can't
Like
be hitting these
it's
milestones
not
three
us, man.
times
It's
a
the
year.
community, the community driving the community, right? The people are what make Hook University, and we're just there to enjoy the ride like everybody else.
Awesome, awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you for being a part of the show. Obviously, we appreciate you as always. And until next time, keep on smoking, and we'll see you later. Bye.
Deuces.